Embracing this change in your career. Who's the Queen of Cups in reverse? This is a person, this is current position. Maybe you got great news on some other offer. Okay, someone may want to date you, or you could someone could have been. This also could be at work. I love to get together sometime and learn more about you. I don't know if there's some sort of rejection or somebody's heart could be closed off. There also could have been some sort of divine intervention that could have been ignored. Okay, we got temperance energy. Temperance is 14. Revenge. Okay, so I'm looking to damage you in retaliation for perceived wrongs. Like I said, someone feels like something is unfair. I don't know if
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I gotta
Hey collective, listen, you may be divinely guided and protected, but somebody in your energy is not. Could be a Sagittarius. Someone whose emotions could be closed off or vulnerable and open up to any sort of destruction here. Um, Someone could also be protected from destruction. Something unfair has happened, or someone believes that something is unfair. Someone could also think that the divine or something may have happened here that was unfair, that could have been ordered by the divine. Like I said, this could be a Sagittarius. I got water and fire. The devil is in reverse. Someone may have lost their job. They could be feeling, you know, I don't know, something meant unfair. It could have happened at someone's work. See here. As above, so below. I am Mama King, the Divine Oracle. Thank you for liking and subscribing. This is a general collective reading. Please take what's yours and leave the rest behind. Seven of Wands in reverse with the devil in reverse. I don't know if somebody was doing something unfairly, illegally. The Hierophant did come up in the upright, but also had the High Priestess in reverse. Maybe something has gotten found out. But yeah, there's great news about your career. You could be looking for some great news about a career. Maybe you've been out of work for a while. You got to put the situation how it fits in your story. We're just talking about energy, okay? Your career, concentrating on your career, focused on advancing, no matter what it takes, or you should be in this energy, or hopefully this will give you some sort of balance here. Great news. Somebody may have something amazing to tell you. Could be a Capricorn, could be about your work. So it looks like we have Gemini energy here. This could be the communication we're getting, or somebody could be getting, listen, losing a job could be a blessing. Being let go could be a blessing. It's not always devastating because things have changed. It looks like someone could have been resisting some sort of communication. You could have gotten word or some sort of inclination. Maybe you are intuitive. You could have ignored something, whether at work or, you could have gotten some sort of intuitive message that you needed to either let this go, this career, or to be ready to change careers. All right. Um, all right. So it looks like, hopefully you will embrace this change and be able to thrive. I don't know if there is a Sagittarius. You can have Sagittarius highly aspected. It is the opposite of Gemini. So I don't know. Ooh, but shoot. maybe there's some sort of flexibility or adaptability that needs to be dealt with. I don't know. We're going to find out. Let's dive a little deeper. Great news. I have something to tell you. Let's take a look at some daily magic here. What do I do my cards? Okay. Embracing this change in your career. Who's the Queen of Cups in reverse? This is a person, this is current position. Maybe you got great news on some other offer. Okay. Someone may want to date you, or someone could have been, this also could be at work. I love to get together sometime and learn more about you. I don't know if there's some sort of rejection or somebody's heart could be closed off. There also could have been some sort of divine intervention that could have been ignored. Okay, we've got temperance energy. Temperance is 14. Revenge. Okay, so I'm looking to damage you in retaliation for perceived wrongs. Like I said, someone feels like something is unfair. I don't know if you've got some sort of divine guidance that may have got you out of the grip of someone else. Okay, they might be having a problem with it. This gaslighting energy is a tower in reverse, deliberately manipulating your perception of reality until you are doubting your own experiences. This could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in this energy. I'm looking really at Scorpio. Justice, Libra, seventh house energy in reverse. What's the justice? Chaos and support. All right, supporting here. I'm here to support and elevate you. Hopefully, maybe somebody else has said that also, but they're gaslighting, um, drawing trouble to them. Chaos follows them wherever they go. Um, Somebody could be blaming you for something or some loss, but it looks like it's their fault. What's the career energy? What's type of to this daily magic? You know, magic is about personal development and evolution. Thinking of your rising sign, could be Gemini, could be Scorpio, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Libra is what I have here. So you can think of that rising sign. No, rising sign is your first house energy. And it could be anyone I just said, okay? Yeah, any of those. So we're focusing on the rising sign, Seven of Wands, wearing a mask, or maybe somebody letting down their guard, letting down that energy. Um, Maybe someone should have been focused on their career. Something's already happened here. Think of your rising sign as the mask you wear or the clothes you choose to put on. It's how you appear to those who don't know you well, and even to yourself if you haven't explored the depths of your own psyche. Okay, not knowing like your birth chart, your natal chart, that is so very important. It's almost more important than your birth certificate. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes birth certificates could be wrong. Oh, that's getting really deep, nitpicky. So somebody could be very nitpicky. Maybe they look at every detail. The devil. You could have signed an agreement or got into some sort of agreement that you thought was great. What's the devil in reverse? Oh, wow. Your inner witch is waiting for you, whispering, remember me. What's the date? Loving to get together sometime and learn more about you. We're going to dive into this a little deeper. Sometimes you need to lose language, okay? Though, because this is what's making sense of even if your birth certificate is wrong or birth date is wrong, um, the soul remembers, okay? Even if you don't pull your birth chart or unable to draw it up, your soul is going to live out your birth chart anyway, as long as you have some good intentions, though. Otherwise, you could possibly stay in your south node. Feed your soul instead on moonlight, that would be the past, and winter hearth fires, light, inspiration, spiritual guidance. Okay, the scent of broth brewing and the crunch of autumn leaves, that could be Libra energy, fall time. Also, Capricorn is more Sagittarius is also fall, right? Is it Libra or Scorpio? Is that the fall? Sag may be wintertime. But anyway, it could be all that. The scent of broth brewing and the crunch of autumn leaves, the languid sun of summer, and new shoots of spring crackling back to open. So that time of year could be significant. Sagittarius season, the fall time, the last part of the year. That's all those signs are here too. Gemini is summer though. So this could just be about choices. It may not be about it may be Gemini may or may not be significant to this reading. It could just be about choices and free will. Okay. Sometimes you need to lose the language and just tap into the energy of the seasons, okay, of the universe with revenge. Someone's getting revenge. Someone could be focused on being blocked or stuck. If you focus on being blocked or stuck, you will surely be both blocked and stuck. So what you focus on becomes your reality, okay? Somebody could be focused on revenge, either you or someone else. If you're in some sort of depletion or lack, okay? Okay, hold on here. What's the gaslighting? Deliberately manipulating your perception of reality. Scorpionic energy, gaslighting, doubting your own experiences. Janus, the Roman god of transition, scorpionic energy, rules the midpoint between the abstract and the concrete, the place where creations are coming into being and crossing out of being. That's also giving me Sagittarius energy. There's the potential for magic at these crossroads because when things are in flux, they can easily be shifted and change. Embrace the change and thrive. Okay, that's positive in with this chaos, unjustified chaos, possibly. Or maybe someone thinks that you should have been toppled or something should have happened to you, but you remain very balanced because you're focused on being unblocked, I guess. Okay. Or this is a suggestion to be unblocked, not to focus on emotions. What's the chaos? Unjustified chaos, or something's not their fault or your fault. Always be grateful. Earth, air, fire, and water. I'm getting some sort of cycle energy, completion, north and south node. You do need to check your birth chart. I feel like most people would be able to draw up their birth chart, but I do know, especially older people, that their birth their birth records may not be correct. Okay, they could be off a few days or whatever. That does make a difference. But if you just follow your spiritual guidance here, you will be led to the right place as long as you are in search of healing and ascension. Well, we have to give thanks to all aspects of our life and of the earth for flowing from the past to the ever-changing future. Okay. Yeah, a reading could change while we're doing the reading. Absolutely. I've seen it a lot. The energy, everything. Look for a little bit more tarot here with the Seven of Wands in reverse. It's like letting down your mask, your rising sign, whatever that may be. That's your first house energy. It contains the ego, but it's more like what people actually see. Okay. How you come off or how you appear to others. It may or may not match your sun sign. Me, they're both ego energies. Okay. Think of your rising sign as the mask you wear. The magician, transformation. Someone could have been trying to break down your defenses or your security. Could be your career. Like somebody could be trying to get someone caught up in something here at work or about work. What about the devil in reverse? Your inner witch, Capricorn energy. That could be South Node energy. The world complete. Something's opening up for you, some sort of either new endeavor related to your career. You or someone else is seeking revenge for being blocked or stuck. Okay, someone may be trying to take the blame for it or blame someone else for being blocked or stuck. Yeah, somebody can manipulate it, manipulate your energy and circumstances and things like that, but it's up to you. It's your job to have to cultivate your spirit of discernment so that you're able to see those blocks. Okay, or to make, to have some understanding of why you're stuck. Okay. Um, so what about the Queen of Cups in reverse? Is that just blocks emotions? This could be a Sagittarius or any of the water signs. Ace of Wands in reverse. Someone did try to use some magic, but the cycle ended. Also, they could be using energy. Someone could be actually be a spiritualist, a tarot reader. They could be taking your information and using it against you or trying to manipulate your energy. Um, I don't know. You could actually be blocked, or this is someone who's blocked from your energy that they're trying to cause chaos. Take it how it resonates. Okay. What is that? A date. Maybe you're just not attracted to this person, or maybe someone feels like this gaslighting. They're trying to be nice or thinking they're trying to be nice. So the revenge is about Four of Cups, Nine of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So I don't know, it could be a Sagittarius watching. This could be universal energies. Yeah, someone could have paid for some death spells or death magic. Are you serious? Or at least to end your career. Maybe not, to off you, but they may have tried to end your career or get you fired. This could have actually happened. Maybe you walked away. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. Someone could be tired of trying to balance out energy of hard work or this Sagittarius energy. There's some spell work going on. There's some sort of manipulation happening here. Embracing the change. Someone could have lost a job due to spell work that they were performing. Or if someone's unaware of their energy, they allow someone to manipulate the energy to where they've lost their job or their career. It may have been meant to be for you to move on to something else, but there's definitely some magic going on here. Something is ended. Maybe you've been called or you got an inkling to wake up and pay attention to something or someone. You could have Sagittarius in the 11th house. Hmm. Somebody's bored for working so hard. With the gaslighting energy deliberately manipulating you, or you manipulating someone, I don't know who's watching. Potential magic, crossroads. That's what I'm saying. It's like death magic. Eight of Cups is somebody didn't walk away or didn't walk away from this effort, this hard work they've been putting in to make some sort of transition. This is actually a person, okay, trying to direct the energy of the universe. Someone could have a big ego, but no power. An offering of elements of gratitude with chaos and justice in reverse. Something's complete here. If someone was trying to bring some chaos to you, maybe confusion, chaos magic. Maybe they just didn't have any real intentions or they just wanted to cause some sort of disturbance in your energy or your job or wherever you work. I'm here to support and elevate you. This could have been a lie just to get you to trust them. What about this magician and Ace of Wands? Looks like someone lacks power or confidence in their inner skills. Hierophant now is in reverse, and the Nine of Cups is in reverse. Somebody's very dissatisfied with the rules, rules of the universe. Someone's in rebellion. It could be a Taurus. It could be a group of people who have some sort of authority. It could be government. Um, I don't know. Somebody might be embarrassed or very unhappy They're not happy. Whoever this is, it's not a happy energy. You pull a few of these, please. Embrace the change. Somebody could just be denying some change here. You could just be denying change in your own inner skills. Maybe you've recognized that you do hold some sort of power. Looking back to the past, this could have been you know, years ago, maybe. I don't know about this career change or this job loss, movements, choices, decisions in the physical. It would be Two of Pentacles. Now it's in the reverse in the tarot, so like someone could be juggling or trying to get a new beginning here, but I don't know. Someone may feel like you don't deserve a new beginning. Okay, I do have inner wisdom, tapping into the inner wisdom, balancing out finances for a new beginning. You got ooh, standing your ground, protection, rejoice, and celebration. So you're going to have to use some sort of either finances for celebration, standing your ground, protection. I don't know. Somebody's praying for some sort of protection, but they could be the cause of the fact of, the reason why they don't have any protection or that they feel unprotected. There's a sign that those important choices are needed and are about to be made and should be carefully pondered as you proceed with wisdom, thought, and care. Hopefully, okay. Embrace the change. Don't conform to what society, the Hierophant in reverse, or other individuals expect of you at this time. Maybe you didn't, or somebody didn't conform. It's your own adventure. During this time, be like an innocent child with fresh eyes and give yourself permission to live, play, love, and above all, laugh and thrive. Give yourself permission to live, play, love, and above all, laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. There could be a celebration. Someone may be celebrating your downfall. Maybe you're celebrating somebody is celebrating somebody else's downfall. It could be a group of people that you're standing your ground against. Maybe they think they got you or something. Like I said, if you were left a job or rejected or whatever the case may be, I feel like it was meant to be that way. And others may think that that you may have taken a hit, but I feel like it was needed to bring some sort of balance to your life or to your energy. All of these birds are they're in the puddle, big enough for everybody. Okay. So we do have some sort of divine guidance here that somebody may have rejected. Maybe you tried to give somebody some sort of spiritual guidance or divine guidance and they rejected it. Rejoice in celebration. Blows up in your face. Explosive combo. Something is broken with this group of celebration. Job. It could just be a job, career. Somebody's in a lot of chaotic energy. If they try to throw some sort of confusion magic, or maybe they thought maybe they would make you think that something or some sort of energy was coming from someone else, it blew up in their face or will. Something's always changing. The future's always changing. So nothing's, it's really not set in stone unless you want to change it or make it that way. But that's up to the individual. Making a splash, taking a deep dive, flowing easily in your life. Yes, that's the Queen of Cups in reverse. I don't know if you're just ignoring all of this energy here. Somebody's focused on being blocked and stuck, and somebody else is not. It's just the opposite. What's the two? The movement, the choices, the decisions. Could be about marriage, growing something. Something's in a formative stage now, or someone could be very immature. Someone could also be pregnant, newly pregnant, not even know it yet. Okay, being hungry. There's something within you that is thriving to be born or to thriving to be born. Making a splash. Something blows up in your face. Something's new or shit feels wrong. A bad idea, some sort of manipulation, being led astray. Last minute changes, too late, behind schedule. Something is out of alignment. Something didn't happen in a timely manner. Something wasn't completed, or they weren't able to break through some sort of protection, or maybe somebody, if they weren't able to break through your protection, then it's backfired because somebody did something that was not ordained by the universe, something like way out of order, and it's blown up in their face, or it will. A combination is explosive. Somebody's got a bad reputation, or you're getting some sort of some. You could be ignoring some psychic support or some intuitive support. Something is a rotten idea. It's not working out. This group, this collaboration, also could just be referring to a job. And either somebody is newly pregnant or there's been a miscarriage. Trust your feelings, fulfill your heart's desire. Embracing the change. This could be any, this is definitely a general reading because I see everything here. Let's get some time or we'll get one. Everything has beauty, but not everything, but not everyone sees it. Okay. So I don't know. Someone may have not noticed your beauty before or your heart. I feel like this is more of emotional or inward thing here. I feel like this is like feelings. Your soul is awakening to something or being let go, or there is definitely transformation. I'm getting a lot of scorpionic energy here. Stand your ground. What is that about? Spiritual. And the Seven of Wands is in reverse, which is like either someone's paranoid about something coming back to them or some sort of emotion. Somebody could be a terrified of some sort of emotion that they may have put out that was negative. You're being tested and challenged. There could also be a lot of fierce competition, definitely about work, potential rivals surrounding you in your personal or your business life. You do have the strength and inner courage to stand your ground, okay? It doesn't matter what's going on. Don't surrender or give up the control that you have. Be brave and stay true to your core, to your life values, to your belief system. That's your best ally right now to help you move forward. It is important to remain clear and focused. You may have to stand alone and defend your convictions to the end. I know exactly what that feels like. You're never really alone, okay? Even if it feels like it, you're not. Maintain your health and stay strong so that you have an ample supply of energy to endure anything, okay? So it's like a repeated message from what I've been saying all week. Mm. Okay, collective. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Fill out here with your own magic since we are talking about magic. Whether it's you performing magic on your own, life, your life goals, your passions. Yes, somebody's always trying to stop us from doing the right thing, but you do have to resist that energy. You like I said earlier today, you have to make sure that your intentions are clear. So, you can only control yourself. And of course, Tapping into your faith and spiritual guidance is going to help you make the right answers or make the right decisions. Okay. You have a free will to do whatever you want, but just always remember there's consequences and rewards for our actions. And that's across the board for everybody. But it seems like you possess sensitivity, creativity, and a generous spirit. Of course, this could lead to a lot of gaslighting energies around you. Maintain your current momentum and direct your energy towards constructing a future that fills you with pride. Be mindful of your commitments and learn when to set boundaries when required. Also, be flexible in your approach and create opportunities that incentivize those who have what you seek. Okay. So, in case of setbacks, avoid being pulled down by them. Take the sun and back into your sky with this Aquarian energy. Last minute changes too late behind schedule. Someone may feel like they're out of time, but I don't feel like that. You got to change your mind here. What you focus on becomes your reality. Focus on that first house energy. Okay. Whatever your first house is, your ascendant is what they call it. Could be a fire sign. So maybe someone's trying to recover their reputation, their ego, or somebody got an ego death, somebody you depended on, or some sort of knowledge you may have had or strength. Someone could have taken something away or tried to clip your wings. There could have been like a fake spiritualist or a fake tarot reader or somebody's really not tapped in. They're just there to manipulate, to gather people to come against you, to attack your energy, your reputation, your thoughts, your stability. Could be a coworker. Hmm. I see ego here. And yeah, fire energy. I don't know. You might be feeling guilty about something, but it feels like you have learning or you are learning. You have learned or you are learning about your passions. Yeah, inner judgment. It keeps coming back to inner judgment and wisdom here. Ah, wow. Interesting. This is 9. So, somebody needs assistance with something big. This could be you or somebody may appreciate your perspective on a situation. They value your opinion. It's above, so below. Just gonna do a little bit of this alignments. Um, yeah, make sure everything's in alignment. Like I said, that keeps coming out. It looks like somebody's possesses some sort of sensitivity and creativity and a generous spirit. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. As above, so below. Maybe you're someone who sees the light at the end of the tunnel, sees the lantern in the darkness. That would be Virgo energy, Hermit energy, looking within, searching within. Um, I feel like the support, you draw the support to you on the outside when you start to really reflect on the inside and do the inner work. I feel like when the teacher is ready, the students will appear. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Okay. Take it how it resonates. And we all are in that position one way or another sooner or later. Always remain the teacher and the student. Maybe that's why the Hierophant came out first in the upright and then the release in the back. Something may have happened on the 13th between the 14th and the 15th of March. All right. This fell on the ground. Somebody tried to take you out of here. You're on the top of the wheel. 314 and 315 of March. You're on the top of the wheel. You may have fallen off for a while, okay? Or you could feel like you're in a fallen state right now, but you're really on top, okay? You never needed those wings to fly. That's something outside of you, or some sort of, possibly you may have looking for some sort of, with the gaslighting energy, you may have been looking for some sort of emotional validation from someone, okay? You're on the top of the wheel. You have a high divine spiritual work. You're doing some high divine spiritual work. I love to see it. Support and elevate each other, please. Someone could be looking for support. You got it here, y'all. I can't tell you anything else, but you just tap into your spirit of discernment and you'll figure it out. Okay. Someone could be a victim of violence in some sort of way at some time, past, present, or future. Okay. One more, please. Everything feels different. It looks like it's a good thing. Someone could be at the crossroads in a state of discombobulation. Like maybe it feels like you don't know what's going on. What is it? John 3:16? That could be important to someone. As above, so below. Realizing about legal issues could be involving money, something at the bank. There's an epiphany, some sort of understanding or awakening about judges, past, present, or future energy, lawyers, some sort of financial institution involving money. Somebody might want to tell you this. Somebody may have great news about some money, a loan, some credit, some sort of investment or savings. What's a bank? A breaking point. Maybe you went to the bank and found out something. It could have made you, make a decision, or it could have thrown someone in a state of confusion. You or someone else could be a victim of violence. And the legal issues, please, involving the court. Also about maybe somebody got a letter. You could be receiving some sort of letter. Could be a lawsuit. Could be just some information about a written correspondence with the legal team, or court order, anything like that. Okay. Epiphany, understanding, awakening. That's in the future. A healing. Yeah. Releasing, purifying, and cleansing. Something has or will get you to a breaking point, or someone else. Be careful. I don't know. Something about a parking lot, a parking spot, parking go, a parking garage. Somebody was pretending or wearing a mask, or they will. Wow. What about this mask? A bluff. Maybe someone threatened. Someone could be threatened in a parking lot, intimidated or bothered by, or this could have been an exaggeration. Okay, if someone may have tried to, I don't know, somebody try to threaten you. Someone could feel threatened by your first house energy about who you are. I don't know if they said that you were something different than what you appear to be, which could be make sense once you think about what the first house energy really is. Okay, it may or may not be the same as your sun sign. Of course, the sun sign is yeah, it's your ego too. They work hand in hand. I don't know. It seems like you maybe need to release some sort of guilt, this justice energy here. It looks like you've been carrying the burden of guilt on your shoulders for far too long. Maybe you feel like you had something to do with someone else's fall, or feel like maybe someone thinks that you had something to do with their fall. Okay, either one, take it. It's whatever makes sense to you. A rotten idea, something's going bad. Oh, a lot of guilt on your shoulders for a long time. It's now negatively impacting all facets of your life. It's that Seven of Wands in reverse. It's also making it impossible to function. It looks like you've come to a crossroads where you need to choose a direction. Go ahead and make your reparations or pay something back, or something needs to be paid back. Or someone could be pissed because they have to pay something back. I got to look at that parking spot here. Release yourself from the cage that you built around yourself of self-imposed energy. Sometimes, yeah, this is karmic energy. It looks like something's being completed. Okay, what's the parking lot? Let me look. I feel like there's redemption. I feel like this is not a lost cause. Even though this looks negative, I feel like there is healing. Someone could be threatening, or maybe you're realizing that something or somebody was a threat. Maybe you didn't pay attention to it at first. Okay. And it could be someone who looks very innocent, or they come off as being very knowledgeable, or being connected to some sort of divine source. Okay. What's a parking lot? This could be in a spot of epiphany. You could be sitting in your car. Okay, the parking lot says it trolls you online. Could be a bank official, somebody who works at the bank, saw you at the bank, could have brought them to a breaking point. What about the parking lot? Parking garage, Jasmine. Who's a bluffer? Who's pretending? Happy anniversary. Someone could have wished you a happy anniversary. Maybe they were lying. There's a gaslighting energy. One more. Pretending mask, exaggeration. Malachi, Jasmine and Malachi, painting the sun back in your sky, father energy. Maybe this is an ex or something like that. Happy anniversary. Someone could have been pretending. Maybe it was an anniversary or something. Someone was pretending to be happy, but maybe they got some sort of letter or notice about a court issue. A court issue. A core issue. Somebody's trying to change your principles, your values, your integrity. Okay, someone could have been trying to do this in the past. You probably realize this now. What's threatening? Who's threatening you? Graduated from high school, someone you knew in the past, they troll you online. Maybe you recently had like a reunion or something like that. Someone could have been listening through the door, trying to figure out where you're going, get some plans, being nosy. And one more, please. Close up. Pursuits to consider. Impossible is for the unwilling. So you exhibit a penchant for sharing your skills, self-care, and displaying generosity. It's advisable to maintain discretion about your endeavors. If somebody's trying to figure out what you're going, or where you're going next, or what you're doing, what you're up to. They could possibly be looking into your bank accounts if they have any sort of access to that. Okay. When handling financial matters with family members, exercise caution to avoid straining the relationship. Deliberate on both the advantageous and detrimental facets of any task before embarking upon it. The current time is propitious. I gotta look that word up. For initiating your plans and engagements. I guess it's right for that because we do have growth here. So for initiating your plans and engagements, that's planting a seed, the Six of Pentacles, and reaping a harvest, or at least nurturing in that so that you get a harvest. Okay. Setting clear goals remains the key. Setting clear goals remains the key to a captivating future. For anything to be impossible, that means you're unwilling to work on that task, that creation, that child, that job, that career, your elevation. Okay. It's a lot of high divine spiritual work happening in this reading. Gemini, I see this as free choice, free will. Having that available, which the universe gives to you. That's that grace you get. We all have a mind and a will and desire to make our own choices. That's what's natural. Any other wherever you feel forced to do something, that's either you resisting the change or someone else could be in your energy trying to manipulate that. Now, I feel like they don't really know what's going on, so they're just throwing things at the wall. Okay. And I feel like it's somebody you know, or somebody who has at least graduated from high school. Okay. Jasmine and Malachi are the names I got. High divine spiritual work. Make sure we support and elevate each other. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you have not already. Comment below. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.